What is up, my friends? Matt from Surplus Trader Secrets, and I'm going to show you how to avoid getting scammed online, especially through Facebook, where it's not particularly manned very well. There isn't much in the way of payment protection when it comes to dealing with people on Facebook, especially if you're a buyer. What I've noticed on a lot of buy and sell groups is there seems to be more and more people getting scammed, and it's just not good. And it's not like eBay, Amazon, PayPal, who have, some really good protection for buyers. Facebook, they don't really offer much in the way of protection when you're dealing. It's almost like, buyer beware, and, take your chances. And at the end of the day, all you've got is basically a profile page of the person that's selling you the goods. That's all you can look at, really. But that could be a fake page, it could be a fake name that they've set up. And, you want to know who you're buying off. And I'm going to give you some tips and checks to do and precautions to make before you hand over your money to buyers who, are selling goods that you're interested in, that you want to buy from them in good faith, and you want to make sure that whoever you're buying from is legit, basically, is someone legitimate. Okay, so there's going to be two types of sellers. There's going to be one who is a actual real company. When I say real company, it's a proper registered company. Okay, you could type their company name into Google and you'll find their details in Companies House, the government Companies House website, or Company Check, or one of these where it's a proper company who's registered their company. They've actually got a company registration number. If they have big enough sales, they will have a VAT number. Okay, they will normally have a website, a proper official website with all their company details and terms and conditions, etc. They will have a proper email address. When I say a proper email address, I mean not like Gmail or Yahoo or AOL or Outlook. It'll be their company name in the email address. So all of those things I mentioned, that makes them look very, very legitimate company. So you're going to be halfway there when it comes to trust. Okay, so that's one kind of seller. And you can also check out the person as well who is selling the goods. They say it's from they're representing this company that they're selling these goods for. It might be their company. You want to check them out. Check that person's name out. See if you can find them online. Normally you'll find them on LinkedIn, the LinkedIn.com platform. Pretty much, anyone legit is on there, that business to business platform. So, that's a good thing to do. Check those things that I've just mentioned. And if there are a real company like that, proper registered company, and you buy from them, you can ask for a proper invoice from them as well. And you can also ask them where the goods are, what is the location of the goods. It might be in a storage, there probably will be in a storage, or a third party warehouse. And you can actually ring that warehouse up and say, look, I'm buying these goods off this company. Do you store goods for this company? This is the person I'm dealing with. And give that person's name. Do you know this person? Ask some questions. But basically you want to know, do those goods exist? Are they in this warehouse? And you will get more and more confident that you can buy these goods and you're going to get your goods when you've paid for them. Okay, now most of the time you're going to get this second option, this second type of seller. And this second type of seller sometimes can ring alarm bells. This kind of other seller is someone who is basically home-based, and they buy and sell from home. And they haven't really got a proper, let's say, official registered company. They just buy and sell from home as a side income. And you know, they won't have a proper registered company. They won't have a VAT number. They won't have a website. You know, they probably won't have a website. They won't have a proper domain email address. Okay, so those things that a proper legit company would have, you know, a lot of home-based people won't have that. Won't have that kind of detail. So it's you kind of, you know, very blind as far as who you're dealing with, and you want to know more about them. So as I say, all you've got at this stage is that person's profile page on Facebook. That's all you know about them, and that could be fake, that page, or their name could be fake, you know, and they could be offering goods that are not theirs. They could be offering goods that don't even exist. And, you know, there's scammers out there that are doing this all the time, and people are getting nailed. People are absolutely getting nailed by these scammers. So, you know, these are the people that I want to give you some tips on how you can check them out. So basically, if you see some goods offered on a buy and sell group on Facebook or on Marketplace, you want to be checking that seller out, okay? So you can look at their profile page. You know, if you've got access to all their info on Facebook and on their profile page, and you can see stuff like their friends list. If they've got a big bunch of, if it's a big friends list, you know that, okay, possibly that's a real person, okay? They've got a big friends list. And it could be a real person and that's their real name. Okay, that's one starting point. Okay, but still, you still need to do some checking out. So you've made some contact with them. You're interested in the goods at the price they've offered it at. What you want to be doing is you want to be asking them for a photo of the goods, of the physical goods that they're offering, and you want a picture of a sign in front of the goods with today's date on, okay? So you want to say, look, can you send me a photo of the goods that I'm interested in with a note in front with today's date on, please? Okay, that will prove that they've taken that photo today because it's got today's date on the piece of paper that's sat in front of the goods. That's the first tip, okay? Now the second one is you want to say to them, look, if I buy off you, I want proof of your address, okay? I want proof of your address. This is just checks that I do before I hand money over to someone because, you know, I don't know you. I don't know who I'm dealing with. Before I hand money over, I want your proof of address, okay? So what you want is a utility bill showing their proof of address, a phone bill, a bank statement with the... they can cut the money side off, just the address and the date. So you want something with, you know, a date on it over the last 4 to 6 weeks maybe. And that'll prove that they live at that address. It will have their name on, it will have their address and a date. Okay, so it might be a mobile phone bill. It might be a gas and electric bill. It might be a water bill. It might be a council tax bill. You want something that proves that they live at that address. Once you've got that bit of information, okay, then if you do get scammed, you can give that bit of information to the police or turn up at that address yourself or report that to Action Fraud online. When that happens, when you get scammed or frauds or whatever, you can report it to Action Fraud online. But once you've got that proof of address, you know, to me, that makes it all very legit. Pretty much legit. If they don't want to give you that information, okay, to me, alarm bells will start ringing again. Okay, alarm bells will start ringing. If they don't want to provide you with that kind of information. And... you know, that will certainly ring alarm bells. And if they don't want to give you that information, I would personally walk away. I wouldn't buy the goods from them. Okay, even however much I wanted those goods, I'd walk away. Okay, I want proof of their address. I want to know where they live. Okay, before I hand money over, I want to know their proof of address. Okay, if they're a real person and they're genuine, they will give you that kind of information. Okay, now you could say, look, I will pay you on delivery, but chances are majority of sellers won't stand for that. 99.9% want payment up front in full before they post you the goods. So there's a few options here. What I've noticed is a lot of people are paying through PayPal, but they're being asked by the seller to use the friends and family payment option. Don't use the friends and family payment option, because you will struggle to get your money back, okay, using the friends and family option. Unless you've paid with a credit or debit card, and then if you have been scammed, you can ring your bank and say, I've been scammed and I've paid by card. They will normally be able to get your money back if you've paid by card through PayPal using family and friends option. But what you want to do is, normally, if they say we want paying by PayPal, you say that's fine, but I will only pay through the goods and services option. Okay, only goods and services option, because you are then under full protection from PayPal. If you do get scammed, you can raise a dispute through PayPal and prove you didn't get the goods, and then get a chargeback. Okay, you get a chargeback, which is basically a refund. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. What I've noticed, a lot of these scammers, they're telling you to pay through friends and family because they know that you can't get your money back. But unless you're directly paying with your card through PayPal. But you want to be saying, look, I'll pay through goods and services, or forget it. You know, that's what I would do anyway. Okay, so that's another great way of avoiding, maybe not avoiding getting scammed, but certainly you can get your money back if you pay through goods and services option on PayPal. Another way is actually paying on collection. So you're offering to come, if they're local to you, say, I will come and collect the goods. I'll come and see the goods, I'll inspect them, then I'll pay you cash. Okay, you can do that method as well. Always take someone with you as well, and meet in public if you can, or if it's, you know, it might be a self-storage place or even a warehouse, but always take someone with you. So yeah, you can collect the goods and then pay cash. That way you're not going to get scammed. Another way that I've done is I will send a courier. I will use an online courier. There's places like Parcel Monkey or Parcels to Go. There's places like that. There's a lot of companies that do collections. So what you will do is you'll instruct them to go to the address to collect these goods. When they arrive, you will instruct them to phone you when they arrive, and you will get them to see the goods. You will have the seller's bank details in advance, and once the courier confirms that the goods are there and all okay, and you will transfer the money by bank transfer. It goes straight away, and then the courier will load the goods onto his van. So that's another way you can use a courier. So that's various methods. But guys, do not ever hand money over until you've covered some of these precautions that I have given you. Okay? And you will 100% not get scammed. Okay? So yeah, just do your homework. It is. I call it due diligence. Just do your homework. Don't rush. Don't rush into it. You know, ask them questions. Check them out. And, you know, ask them for proof of address, like I say. Ask them for photos with today's date in front of the stock. If they've got that stock with them, okay, they will take a picture of it with a sign in front with today's date on, okay. If they haven't, if that stock doesn't exist, okay, they won't be able to come up with a photo with today's date in front of it, okay. So you know they haven't got that stock. So guys, that is my methods on how to avoid getting scammed, especially through the Facebook platform, because it's like the Wild West out there. You know, it's not governed very well. There's no one at Facebook governing this kind of thing. If you get scammed, do you think someone at Facebook is going to get your money back for you? You've got no chance. So, you know, you want to cover these points that I've mentioned, and you will be fine, okay? You will be fine. So those are my tips on how to avoid getting scammed, and I hope they're useful. And guys, if you want to learn more about the buying and selling business, and you want to actually make more money in this business and learn to start making more money in this business, then go to my website www.surplustradersecrets.com, where you will learn lots more about this business and how you can actually start making a lot more money in this business as well, because I teach you lots of different methods. Okay guys, thank you very much. I will see you very soon.